Yo, 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 what is going on? IK Familia Beathand, we back again today for another dope saucity video. Really excited because we are going to be talking about a new IK Studio Q&A, and we're going to be doing a review on it. So they just posted this, gosh, at least from when I'm recording this about 3 hours ago, so around, gosh, what is it, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time, give or take, which I don't even know what that would be UTC. What is it, 11:30 UTC if we're just going off in-game time? And what they posted here, this is the second one that we've seen that has had some, again, some nice bits in here of upcoming content. And so kind of in this somewhat of an IK Studio review tease, there's a few things we're going to talk about. Now, the first, and again, we'll go down each, and I'll also let you know kind of the highlighting ones, right? So the first one they said is Illusion Battlefield. If Illusion Battlefield can replay the fight, it will be more great. This is from Server 4's infamous CSZY, and they said in the response from Day, got it. We'll work on adding a playback function in one of the next updates. Now, to me, this is extremely big. Right, I love the ability that they're looking beyond what Illusion Battlefield is currently and really trying to make it a fuller version of itself by adding in additional kind of supportive tools that us as players, and even let's say we want to take it a step further, right, and you want to be able to do things like maybe commentary or do review, being able to re-watch games is vitally important. I would actually take this a step further if you're looking towards potentially a future update, which would be something along the lines of them allowing for matches to be replayable by anyone, right? Or if there's matches that they want to highlight, if they want to promote, maybe they allow for some kind of a real-time spectator feature where players in-game can tune into matches over the weekend that are going on, and then maybe those matches will be saved in like an archive if people want to go and rewatch them. I think being able to kind of replay and rewatch games, even if it's just the ones that you're kind of picking and choosing to highlight on a weekend, could be another great way to see how many players would actually be viewing these matches in-game. Right, again, you've seen this from other Kingdom builders that have added options to spectate, to watch matches live while they're happening, right? So I think taking it a step further, those are a couple pieces you could add onto this. But I love the initial direction. Number two is a question for server 24's Nog 2800. I want to reset my phone mode if I lose my account. They say please remember to bind your account. And then number three, server 29, SMG the Great. Why are people still selling gems? They spam our world chat like crazy. This is pretty true, right? Let me just show you an immediate example, right? If I pull up world chat here, you can already see someone here which is saying, automatically collect RSS, attack monsters, upgrade buildings, explore ruins, more to come, free use, Discord. And then they have like a WhatsApp. Let me see if there's any other people that are spamming. I think it's from the same person. Yeah, usually the messages are pretty easy to tell. Let me go up here and see if we can find like the standard gem one that we usually always see from people, or at least that I see very often from people. All right, let's go up one more. Maybe they just haven't posted yet. And maybe it was just that one that we saw there. Okay, yeah, so it looks like it was just that one. But again, you know, there was another person that we saw in this server where they were posting being able to like basically sell RSS, and they were offering you green gems, and I'm over here thinking to myself, well, there's no way you can offer someone green gems, right, unless you're paying for something, and maybe they're just giving you like a gift card or something like in that regard, and then you're just going in and kind of redeeming or claiming. But I think no matter what, right, it is a little sketchy in that regard, as just because of the way that it's currently set up. It's not, you're not able to transfer resources, so, you know, in the game. So obviously compared to other Kingdom builders where you have people that do resource selling, right, even though we don't necessarily promote that, it is more difficult to try and figure out how to really be efficient in that kind of capacity in this game. So thankfully, that's a thing, which is nice that they have in place. Now, they've said, right, you need a report message button, they said, and then we have KeyV MBA replied, we're currently working on a chat report function that will be released in the next update. Until then, lords can filter messages. Now, this is interesting to me because they currently have a chat report function, right? So if I want to do this, right, and this came out in the last update. Now, unless they're referring, right, let me give a little bit of benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're referring to a more advanced chat reporting function that is just beyond what they basically have set up right now. But if I wanted to, I could go in, you press and hold the message, I click report, and then you can do ads, spam fraud, right, verbal, right, so I can do this report, right, you'll see me report successful, they'll check it, right, and I could do that for every single one. So again, they have a system in place currently, so I'm not sure, just because of the way that the message was said in the Q&A, I'm not sure if they're referring to just kind of what is currently in existence, and maybe they just didn't know about the update, or again, maybe it's going to be some kind of advanced function. Let's talk about number 4. Right, server 30, we need Arabic language. Shane says, we're always committed to finding the best translators and localizers to make the best game for you. After testing many different suppliers, we finally found one. The Arabic version of our game is currently being translated. So again, I think this is cool, right? Again, this might not be a big thing for other players that are obviously playing in other countries, or even if you're someone in that home country and you just speak the native language. But to me, all this says is we're having better outreach now for other countries, which means more players are going to play. You're also going to be able to have better translations that they're constantly working on improving as well when you're talking with other players. And again, just looking to improve the overall gaming experience. So I think still a good thing. Now we get to the number 5, message server 51, Chile Estrado, hola, sorry, I'm not going to try to repeat that. Hey guys, the chat translate function doesn't work. They're basically just saying like they're always looking to improve the system. Nice. Server 24, Lord Dobbs, where do you find artifacts to apply to immortals? Immortals can only use artifacts that match their position. Artifacts can be created in the Forge using materials, market, from Mysterium, market, and more. There's a more detailed guide on the Facebook page, which they posted and linked. And then you have a message from server 9's Rex, create an AVA ranking system, at least check the other alliance results, and in the future, maybe add a tournament for AVA, quarterfinals, semifinals, finals, sort of, with a betting system with green gems and more awards. So most likely this person just came from another game where they apply some of these things. And then you have Wayne replying, which I thought was pretty favorable, says, development of an AVA tournament is already underway, as well as a spectator system, so please be patient. Right? This is awesome to see. This is probably the biggest and most sought after, or at least probably best received point in this IK Studio Q&A, that a lot of us are now like, wow, this is really cool. So they introduced AVA. Now they're working on developing a tournament style system, and they're also going to be adding in a spectator mode. Right? So again, this is really big. And I'm happy that, again, they're taking it to that next step and really thinking about how they're going to develop it long term, because I think AVA is pretty fun as far as the Illusion Battlefield from the matches that I've seen so far with Yet being able to participate. So again, probably the biggest point and takeaway from this IK Studio Q&A, and then you have the last 3, which is a message server 50 Spacey. Did Tintin really hire everyone? Okay, that's nice. And then you have to game Adios, music is great, thank you, very nice. Question server 51, Dan Zexel. 50, Lord Sakai says, will you be my girlfriend? Sorry, the number of people that like me is endless, so get in line. That is fantastic. I wish I could say the same thing. Anyways, that is it for me doing a review here on the most recent IK Studio Q&A. So again, the biggest things is that there's going to be a replay function for Illusion Battlefield. You're going to be able to start reporting any of the RSS sellers or spam adders if they add on something additionally, and then you're going to be able to start participating in some kind of an AVA tournament and spectator system coming up. Again, big things, really excited to see the new additions, and I like how they're giving some of the kind of what to expect, the future updated content that they're bringing out, which makes me think that they will eventually add something in maybe another IK Studio Q&A or other area where we can then start finding out about SVS and kind of what's going to be happening there, because I know that's going to be the next really big thing that a lot of us are waiting to see and to hear about. Again, let me know what any of you think in those comments down below as far as any of the points that we talked about from this IK Studio Q&A, right? What's your feedback on how the IK Studio Q&As are playing out? Did you like some of the content in here? Did you wish maybe they answered some other questions that could be answered later in other IK Studio Q&As? And that's it for me. As usual, until next time, I will see y'all later.